Okay, in my last video, you saw how do you generate a content on LinkedIn and how you will be able to achieve everything inside Airtable. In my last video, we covered the topic NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang visits SpaceX. So now with this, we were able to update LinkedIn and post the same LinkedIn post, which is right here, if you see. Now, let me show you how this LinkedIn post was generated. Last time we were here, we were able to understand what the company info is and how we create the post topics. Once the post topics has been created, now we have to do some research on the post topics which was generated. In this one, what we are doing, whenever we say before this one, the second one was generate post topics and the third one is now research post topics. But before that, we have to understand the webhook. In the automations, if you see in the research post topic, I have implemented that if implement research, generate angles and write post is checked, then run the script. It's the same script we did last time. Provide the webhook URL, add record ID and action as research post topics. So whenever we are getting the research post topic inside our execution, so let's say this was the execution we did. We see the research post topic right here, Airtable record ID. It matches with the Airtable record. So this record ID is matching inside this one. Once it is done, then it will move to the switch node. In the switch node, we will be seeing that research post topic is right there. If you see in my webhook, research post, it is right here. So now it will go to that route. This route will be initiated. And then we are saying get the record which has that content, company setup. It will get the company setup information, that is the Elevate business. Now with the Elevate business, we are doing the master research and synthesis agent. This will take somewhere around 7 to 10 minutes for it to generate proper research, but it still will be much faster than you doing the research yourself. So I have told it that you are a chief intelligence officer and synthesis strategist. Your mission is to construct a highly in-depth strategic research report on a LinkedIn post topic tailored specifically for a target LinkedIn creator and their business. This research report will be used as a basis to create highly insightful LinkedIn post that positions LinkedIn creators as thought leaders. This research report will be the foundation for several LinkedIn posts, and its quality and depth is therefore vital. This is a very long prompt. If you're really interested in getting onto the wait list for the school community, which I'll be starting very soon. After that, we'll be doing, so what this does, it will go into the master research and synthesis, then generate a post blueprints. So in this post blueprints, what we are doing is we are getting all the text in the blueprint format, and then we'll be saying like give us in the JSON format the way we want it. And the JSON format is structured right here. In this structured JSON format, you can take a screenshot. Once this is done, it will output whatever we have as a blueprint in a JSON format as requested. Once this is done, it will also update, set the fields. We are setting the fields. Let's say we are setting the fields as post name from SpaceX. Okay, once we have converted it into JSON file, we will be adding it as a set field. Once it is added as a set field, we will be splitting it out. If there is any discrepancies left anywhere, we will be setting the field and then splitting it out. Once it is split out, we will be updating all the records that we have in the split out format inside the Airtable format. So what we are doing is using the record ID and put it as a topic research, master and research synthesis agent that we receive the output from. And this is how it looks like. NVIDIA CEO. This is again the NVIDIA CEO. So you see there are like 5 different posts because there are 5 different angles that we wrote this article about. Once this topic is generated and the angles are returned, now our second point and the foremost important point is to write a LinkedIn post about how this is initiated. Once the LinkedIn post has been generated, once the research has been done, we have to update Now let's say we really like this one. So generate LinkedIn post, it goes to the automation. Inside the automation, we have set it up in the same way. When a record matches the condition. So in this one, we have mentioned if call to discussion is not empty. If this is empty, that means that the automation has not ran through and it should wait. But if it is not empty, then it will go to the generated post. Since it's not empty, it is already there. In the automation, also there's one more automation that goes through it, generate LinkedIn post. So if we see, it says if generate LinkedIn post is checked, custom script. It's the same script again, I will be using it. And if I go back, once I click on generate LinkedIn post, this is the flow that it will go through. You see this one? Now in this one, what we are doing is updating the record. We are getting the record first, getting the record. Now the post angle, strategic rationale, everything that we have mentioned over here. Let's say we really like that one. Once that generate LinkedIn post, it comes right to this specific flow, the fourth flow, LinkedIn post writing. This LinkedIn post writing will going inside and making sure that we have generate LinkedIn post as true. If it is true, then it will go in and generate a LinkedIn post and combine everything that we have written, and it will also search before doing that. Okay, so once we have confirmed that generate LinkedIn post is true, it will now go inside the get table and get all the recordings for that specific company. In my case, it is Elevate Business. It will got all the information for the Elevate Business, right? Then it will go inside the search record and search everything that company has posted. Once that it's fetched, we then filter it out and say that if anything is inside Airtable 10 and Airtable 11, because Airtable 11 is all the data that we have posted. We are making sure that nothing which is already inside the get record is passed inside the aggregate, right? So we are just filtering it out. In the filter, what we are making sure is that anything from 10 which matches in the 11 should not be going forward to the aggregate 2. So we are filtering everything out. We are also aggregating everything. Once aggregated, we set the fields. Once the field is set up, we generate a LinkedIn post. So this is the post from the set field, and this is the LinkedIn post generated. This is the Gemini chat. Now assign a basic LLM generator and put the name as generate LinkedIn post. We fetch the data from the set fields and provide it as output using the Gemini Google chat node, and then update the record inside the LinkedIn post angles, where columns to match on is using the ID and generate LinkedIn post is true, LinkedIn post json.text. So it will go right here, over here. Once it is done, then it will also automatically move to generated post because of the Airtable automation. Inside the Airtable, if LinkedIn post is not empty, in generated post, move to generated post. Going back to data, once this post was here, we selected generate image. In generate image, what we are trying to do is we are generating the image based on the LinkedIn post that we just created in LinkedIn post. And then once we select generate image, it will go to the fifth flow, that is image generation. It will get the record from the LinkedIn post angle. It will then get the company setup information. Then in the basic LLM chain, we have made sure that it follows the command, follows the prompt of urban infrastructure post angles, user, and if the image generation, you can get the prompt or you can create your own prompt. Once the information is gathered about the company, then we move on to basics LLM chain command. We are providing a system message like a prompt which you want an AI agent to perform. I have written a very specific crafted prompt for me. I like how it is very realistic on a billboard or advertisement and people are walking by or a car is going through. I have mentioned everything that I wanted and I made sure that every time it generates an image, it writes down my name at the bottom. Now let's go back to the next step. We say generate image. We go back to the OpenAI image model and then we provide this as an endpoint, and we provide authentication as none because we are already providing our own API key. And then we provide the text This is the text. Photorealistic street photograph of a modern city intersection during the blue hour just after the sunset. The sky is deep and things like that. Now, once the image is generated, we have to convert the file. Once we have converted the file, it will go to host image. We are using ImageKit to host our images on online server, but if you don't want to create a new account, you can always add it to your Google Drive where you can host your own images, and then you can update the URL inside the Airtable like how we did it on this one. Everyone is missing the point. If you check this URL, right, like this. Now, with that being said, you have achieved the complete flow that we originally decided. Like in your LinkedIn content posting game, which is twice a day, you will definitely have LinkedIn growth and people will start noticing you. Remember, LinkedIn posting is just for awareness, like letting people know that your profile also exists and you also can provide an impactful change you are meant to be. Thank you. Bye.